Hey everybody, Craig again, checking in again with you here, still in Bozeman. So it looks like I spoke too soon, fuck those guys. No, I kid. But we were there at the Vaxxed bus, and everybody was very, very nice to us, bending over backwards to be nice with us. They bought us lunch, offered us water, told us we were cool to come to the screening tonight, the cocktail party. Everything was good. And then all of a sudden, up pulls a truck, and it's Del Bigtree, one of the producers of the movie. And so I see them go off into the park a little bit. One of his assistants, I believe his name was Jimmy, comes up to me and says to me, "Hi, Craig," like he knows me. He says, "Hey, I want to get you into a conversation with Del. I heard you want to get in his face." And I was like, "Well, I don't think I ever said I wanted to get into Del's face, but whatever, you know." And he's like, "Yeah, well, we want to have a debate with you, and we're gonna get it on camera." And I was like, let me think about that for a minute. I want to think about that. And this is the thing, is that any debate I have with these guys isn't going to be very fair. They don't really want to have an open, honest, civil discussion. They want to try to corner me and play gotcha. They're going to pull out a bunch of claims that aren't true, and then expect me to have proof against them sitting there in the park. And so I had to think about it for a second, and I did. And so I went and sat under a tree, got some shade, and Jimmy comes back over, and sure enough, he starts in with me and just starts spouting. He's like, "You know, vaccines have never been safety tested," you know, and you know that you're not allowed to sue manufacturers. All of these, you know, all of the basic anti-vax tropes that you hear that have absolute refutations against them, but not something I'm going to be able to pull out, something that he's going to accept sitting there in the park. So I said, "Hey, I'm happy to have a generalized discussion with you, but if we're going to have a battle of PubMed policies or PubMed publications and studies and things like that, then we need to do that online. We need to do that online where you can give me your study, your information. I can look it up. I can look up the context of it. I can check and see what the opinion of that information is from health professionals. It's not fair just to try to just make a claim right there and expect me to, off the top of my head in the middle of the park, have an explanation that you're going to accept, which is going to be none. It doesn't even matter what I say. They're not going to accept it. They're just going to blow it down." But he was sitting there trying to tell me there's absolutely no safety testing for vaccines and all these things. And so finally I said, "You know what? I'm not going to play this gotcha game with you. I'm done." And he got real pissy with me and got up and said, "Go spend your GoFundMe." And I was like, "Okay, I will." And so, and by that time, there were about 4 or 5 of the local people all kind of surrounding me. So, no, I'm not going to play that game with them. If they want to present evidence to me, they can present it to me online, where I can go through and I can thoroughly look through their evidence, which I think is fair. And I think the fact that they just want to play gotcha in the middle of a park and not even let me really, you know, digest and read through their evidence just speaks to how dishonest they are. So, fuck Jimmy. Maybe we'll get off to a better note later at the cocktail party. I'm not really that optimistic about it, but we'll see what happens. But everybody else in the park was very nice. They bought us lunch. They gave us water, or they offered us water. The kids were cute, running around. But yeah, that guy was really just trying to corner me, and I'm not going to play that with him. So we're going to go to the cocktail party a little bit later. We're going to try to get a little bit dressed up for it, or at least out of shorts. And we'll talk to you soon. Namaste.